What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl Monique Nicole, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, if you are new to my channel, please go ahead and click that subscribe button down below and go ahead and thumbs up this video, honey. Okay, I need all the support I can get. Support, and please make sure you are subscribed. Okay, so today we're gonna be discussing a little incident that took place a couple weeks ago. I'm a little late to the party, okay? I wanted to discuss this topic though, really bad, because it speaks to a bigger issue that I have. So, what am I talking about? I am referencing Cardi B had a birthday party 2 weeks ago, celebrating her 29th birthday. And it was a star-studded event. It looked like fun. It was everything. It was giving, honey. It was giving what needed to be gave, okay? So, Miss Lizzo, who I adore, stepped out in basically a sheer naked crystal dress, very similar to a dress that Rihanna has worn previously. Okay. So, of course, she steps out in this sheer naked dress. And of course, it caused commentary, frenzy, all this hoopla, which seems to be happening with Lizzo a lot. Of course, it came with negative comments. And I noticed that with those negative comments, people started to, I guess, in defense of Lizzo, people started to post like a side-by-side image of Lizzo and Rihanna, which you guys see in the thumbnail of this video. And someone posted something basically breaking down the issue that they personally had with the attire. And I actually really agreed with them. For myself, I'll speak for myself, and I'm sure I'm speaking for some people as well when I say this. The issue that I had with it was, it's not that a big woman is wearing this sheer, crystal-studded dress. It was the fact that it was ill-fitted. I don't care if you're big or small. If something is ill-fitted on you and it's not looking right, it's just not looking right. You know what I'm saying? So the photo, she looks a hot mess, okay? The pasties, although they blurred it out in most images, the pasties could have looked better, okay? They could have. And I feel like her panties that she was wearing were also like ill-fitted and like lopsided, and I didn't like the way it looks. Now from the back, the photos, a couple photos that I've seen from the behind actually looked really nice. But there's a couple shots that it looked very ill-fitted on her. It just did not look flattering due to it being ill-fitted. I feel like Rihanna's outfit, of course, Rihanna's more fit. But aside from being big or small, I do feel like Rihanna's dress, and you guys can Google the photo, I feel like Rihanna's dress was just placed better. And actually she had alterations, and it was truly, they took time for that dress. I think it was a red carpet event that Rihanna wore that dress for, or even something, a big award show, something she wore that dress. And it took time. And I just feel like if you're gonna wear something like this, it needs to just be properly executed, and it was not. So, of course, I saw a lot of hate towards Lizzo, and I saw some positive comments. This is my issue, and I've had this issue for a while lately. Again, I love Lizzo. I'm a fan of Lizzo. I need Lizzo to sit the fuck down and stop with the antics. I'm sick of the antics. I'm sick of the antics. I'm sick of the antics. It feels very performative. It feels very fake, and I'm fucking tired of it. I actually held Lizzo to a higher standard, a higher caliber of an artist. And to see her kind of continue time after time to kind of like fall in these traps and actually like engage in this tomfoolery that really these newer, younger, I don't even know Lizzo's age, but like, again, I hold her, let's look at Lizzo's age while we're talking about it. Let's look at it. Let's look at it, baby. Okay, she's 33. She's 33 years old, which I consider still young, but she ain't young like these other chicks, okay? And I just feel like I personally hold Lizzo to a higher standard. And it's just like, okay, one or two antics here and there. Like in the beginning, I thought it was cute when she'd pull certain stunts and do certain stuff. But I just feel like it's getting played out, it's getting tired, and people are actually starting to know and remember Lizzo more for her antics and her BS than her actual talent. And that is upsetting to me. And it's no one else's fault but Lizzo and her fucking team. I need her PR, her team to get her shit together and just like kind of reel her ass in. Let's reel it in, baby. Let's reel it in, because I'm sick of it. I expect these antics to be done by younger people, and it's not. Like, just 2 months ago, the music video with she and Cardi B, and then she hops on IG crying the next day. I can't, or what was it that? I think it was, yeah. 1 minute you're shaking your ass, you're showing up half naked to like basketball games, and it's just like, that was a year or two ago, but that pissed me off. Like, and for me, again, it has nothing to do with being big or small. I don't give a fuck if it was Rihanna or fucking City Girls. I don't give a shit. If you're gonna walk in butt ass naked, half naked, your ass completely out at an NBA game where there's children around, I just think that's inappropriate. It feels desperate. It feels super, super extra. It feels performative. It feels fake. It's fugazi. It's fugazi. And I don't like it. I don't like performative things like that. You know what I mean? I just don't care for it. It feels forced, and I want it to be about the music. I need it to be about the music. The same thing with Little Nas X. I just feel like, I like his personality. I like his music. I think he's really talented. I think he's dope. I think that it's cool that he has a tough shell and he doesn't let certain things and bullying get to him. I think that's amazing, and he is amazing like role model for certain people, especially people in the LGBTQ community, like little gay boys who have no one to look up to and want to express themselves. I think Little Nas X is awesome in that regard, as far as just like showing just like confidence and like being true to yourself, and don't let the haters bother you, and don't let bullies bother you, and be true to you. I think that's amazing. I think he stands for positivity in that sense. But then I too feel like he's hella performative. It just feels like it's too much antics. And do not get me wrong, antics and all this stuff has always been a part of the music industry. In every genre, in every decade, you always have your artists that are extra over the top. I mean, hello, Lady Gaga, the early 2010s, that was my girl. That's still my girl. She was hella performative. She was hella extra. She had her moments too where I was like, okay, girl, I'm getting sick of it. You know what I mean? So it has nothing to do with being big, skinny, gay, or straight. It's like, I don't like all that extraness anyway. But back to Lizzo, I do feel like she is partial to blame. So yes, this country, this world, we fat shame. People are fat phobic. I mean, we tear people down for being a little bit of overweight, let alone obese. It's just like, don't get me wrong, that hatred for fat people is there, and it's real. Like I feel like America, the world, but we'll stick to America for now. America does hate fat people. Like, I'm sorry, and it's embedded in us to not like, to dislike, to think lesser than people who are big. And it's really sad, it's really sick, and we really need to we got to figure out where that stems from, because it's really sick. It's not okay. So don't get me wrong, all that exists, and there is hate that Lizzo is getting that I think she does not deserve, 100%. However, On the flip side, I do think part of it is her fault. I'm sorry. When she first stepped out on the scene, and actually, let me not say that because she was already on the scene and had music. I will say once she made it mainstream in still the beginning, when she first started becoming mainstream, I feel like people were not as focused on her weight. Did we see her weight? Yes, but that actually made us love her even more because it's like, okay, we see you're big, you're a big, beautiful Black woman, but guess what? You're hella fucking talented. You can sing, you can rap, and you're fucking playing the flute. Hell yeah, bitch, do your thing. Loved her, loved Lizzo. I'm sorry, it's not until she started making it about her weight. She started making her career about her weight. And I just feel like once she pushed that in the forefront, it gave naysayers and everyone a reason and a chance to speak on it as well. Like, people are always gonna talk, don't get me wrong, people will always freaking talk, but I feel like people were not talking about it until she made it forefront, until she started going in on it and she started being like, I'm big and I'm this and don't get me wrong, that can all be positive. I'm all about body positivity. And at first, it was a good thing because she was acknowledging, hey, I know I'm a big girl. I'm in this music industry. I deal with this, I deal with that. I gotta love myself. In the beginning, I loved all that shit, everything she was saying. But then she just made it all about her being big and her weight. And then you throw in all the antics. And then she does these antics. And then the next day she's crying on Instagram because somebody hurt her feelings or people were in the comment section calling her fat and ugly and whatever the fuck they were saying about her, which is horrible, which nobody should do. But baby girl, that's like dangling a meat in front of a lion and thinking the lion's not gonna come and grab it. There's haters and there's mean people, and social media can be so freaking brutal. People can be so brutal and evil. So that's literally, to me, she dangled meat in front of a lion's face and expected the lion not to grab it. Okay, so you gonna continue to pull these fucking antics and knowing people don't talk about your weight, okay, you're giving them more of a reason. And so I feel like all those things combined, I'm starting to get turned off. And for me, someone who loves music, it's starting to not be about the music when it comes to artists like Lizzo, like Little Nas X. It's just becoming very performative. It's becoming very performative. It's becoming very calculating. It's becoming very just scripted, puppeteer. I just don't like it. It feels fucking fake. It feels fake. It feels fugazi. It feels fraudulent. I feel like Prince. Let's take Prince for an example. He was very eccentric, very different, very extra, did a lot of shit. I mean, wore his ass out on stage, wore heels. So there's things that Prince did, you know what I mean? And people talked about it back in the day. But I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just because we grew to kind of like know him and his personality. But I guess even with Prince and his antics from back in the day, it felt genuine. It did not feel performative. I mean, I'm sure some people probably felt like it was, but I didn't feel like it. Again, I was very young when Prince first came out, but obviously throughout the years when I started to follow him, you catch my drift. It felt like this was Prince. Like, this is his personality. He's not doing it for a record label. He's not doing it because someone told him to. He's doing it because he freaking wants to do it. And he's genuinely a rebel. And he genuinely does not give a F. And we saw it. It transcended in multiple ways throughout his career. Like, he always had issues with the record label. There was that time where he no longer wanted to go by Prince. I forget the name, this weird name that he wanted to be called. But what he showed his rebellion towards the corruption of the music industry and things for years. So for me, I just feel like it was more fitting with his personality and it did not come off performative. With Lizzo and Little Nas X, it comes off performative, it comes off fake, it comes off fugazi, and I don't like it. I really hope Lizzo just takes a step back, just kind of like reevaluate everything and just like really have like an aha moment and you know, just make it about the music. I'm not saying she can't be fun and flirty on the internet. I'm not saying she can't make any more twerking videos. I'm not saying that. You want to twerk, sis? Love yourself. I love that. But let's just be a little bit more mindful of what we're doing. I just feel like, again, let's try to bring it back to the music. Any artist who is truly about the music, to me, should not be okay. Like to me, the moment where your name gets brought up and it's like this much about music and it's this much about all the BS, to me, that's a problem. If you are a true artist, if you are serious about your craft and the talent that you've been blessed with. I'm not talking, no shade, I'm not talking about a City Girls. I'm not talking about a City Girls. They're not on the same caliber as talent as a Lizzo. Lizzo writes music, she plays instruments, she sings, she raps. She's a different caliber than the City Girls. So the City Girls to me can do antics day and night and it's not gonna faze me. But a freaking Lizzo, who used to be freaking underground, and then now you blow up, and then now it's all the bullshit, and part of it's your fault? Yeah. I feel like any artist who is serious about their craft, that would be a wake-up call. So I hope Lizzo has her wake-up call soon, and you know, again, let's reel it back in to the music. Guys, please let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, you know, I love to hear what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please thumbs it up and please subscribe to my channel. I need all the love and support that I can get. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.